Hey, my name is Simon. I'm the owner and operator of Simon Marketing Agency, and I am your Spotlight Highlight.
So, Simon, how long have you been in business?
How long have I been in business? That's a good question. I started the agency, I think it was in, what year was that? This is 23, so that had to be about 13 or 14 I started the business. It really started, I was just taking pictures with my phone, shooting videos with my phone, and I started doing it for myself. But every time I would go somewhere, I would take a picture, I would shoot a video or something. Even when I went home, I was in the military. I stayed in the military. And even when I go home on leave or somewhere, or I was out and about, I was taking pictures, I was shooting videos. And then I started shooting videos for other people. And then I would give them the video, you know, after I got creative in my editing. I learned how to edit, and I was okay. I wasn't the best, but I was okay. I was making my way through. And I would give the video to my friends and stuff. You know, I would shoot them. I would be the one that's doing the video and all that stuff, just on my regular, I think I had an Android at the time or whatever case it was. And I would give them the video. And my question was, what you gonna do with it? They said, well, you know, I was gonna post it on Facebook. I was gonna post it somewhere. I was like, so when you post it, what you expect to get out of it? And at that point, a lot of people didn't have an answer to that question when I said, what you gonna do with the video? They just wanted it. So I said, why don't you give it to me, let me put it on, and let me start, you know, trying to run visibility to it. So I got really good at that, and I was taking other videos and stuff, and I was posting them. I was getting a lot of likes, a lot of stuff. And I was like, whoa, suppose I do this for myself and I start doing this for a business. How would that help? So I ended up getting a beta client at the time. I think it was free. We was just doing stuff for free. And I started, they started getting traction off the small videos that I was doing. So when I started doing that, they started increasing, so they actually wanted more video. So at that time, I was like, you know what? I can get into this marketing thing. It's pretty good. I've been studying it. I knew a little bit about it. So I'll say about 10 plus years, that's when I really got into, getting into the marketing stuff. So that was probably about that time, about 10 years. I've been in it about 10 years, 10, 11, maybe even more. You know what, I know it's been over 10 years. I know it's been over 10 years.
What made you go into this type of business?
What made me go into it? You know, it was just like we was just talking about. That made me go into it because I saw there was a need for marketing. I saw there was a need for marketing. A lot of businesses, a lot of friends. I started with friends, you know, working with them before I started reaching out to businesses. And I saw that there was a need for it. Everybody do great things. We got great products, we got great services, and all kind of good things. We're doing great things out here, but nobody knows how to market it and get people to come through their door to their website or click the order or brick and mortar, whatever the case. They didn't know how to get people to do those clicking orders or come to their building. And so that, I saw a need out here. So that's what made me get into the business there.
How many people work for your company?
How many people work for my company? That number fluctuates. I would say I got about 30. About 30. Here's the thing. When people ask you how many people work for your company, anybody that you hire for a service or something that they do, they work for you, right? You hire them, that means you can fire them, or you hire them for a day, the job is done and complete, they're out. So if you're hiring, say, videographers, photographers, content creators, if you even hired a guy to come by and do your plumbing, if you hire somebody to do whatever it is, they actually work for you. So count that in your numbers. If you got a writer, somebody that writes, that's somebody that does SEO, it doesn't matter what it is. Even if the guy that comes by and cuts your grass, they work for you. Count those in your numbers. So I keep about 30 people around that does different things for me. So I count them as working in my company. I mean, that's right. I can hire them and I can fire them. So if I'm hiring them, they're an employee of mine. If I fire them, they're done. If they complete the job, they're done. But I have a network of around 30 people that does different things for me. So I consider them part of the company.
Okay. What websites, magazines, conferences, or shows do you follow to keep updated in your industry?
Yeah, magazines, websites and stuff, you know, the industry changes constantly. That's constantly. No matter what industry you're in. Even think about professionals, right? They go back to school, they go to school, they get their degree, they get their certificate or whatever the case is, they go back to school about every 18 months to keep their certification up, right? Because the industry is changing, they need to stay relevant. And what I do in marketing, I try to be a trailblazer. I try to lead the path to what I do. I try to be unique, strategic in what I do, and I pay attention to what's going on out here. So I really don't follow a lot. I really don't follow a lot of magazines or conferences and things like that because I want to set the path. I want to do it my way and I want to set the path. And I've been doing it that way. It's been working. And people always ask me how you do this here. That's how I get a lot of customers and clients, because I'm strategic. I set the path. I'm a trailblazer in what I do. Now, don't get me wrong. I do follow YouTube channels. You know, I have some favorites on my YouTube that I listen to. I like to listen to a lot of podcasts and other marketing stuff to see what's relevant out there and how they're doing it. And then once I get that information, I try to figure out how I can do it my way to make it work even better than the people that are explaining it. So I don't follow a lot, but I am tuned in. My ear is to the ground. I listen, but I don't follow. I consider myself a leader more than a follower. I've been a follower for so long. Now it's time for me to lead. Now it's time to give back. This is not my day one anymore. So I'm kind of a trailblazer, kind of set the path.
How much of a role does your website play in the success of your business?
Websites, yeah, they do play an important role, and I think you should be updating your website constantly. But I look at it a little bit different. See, websites are for branding. They want to know more about you. They go to your website to get your information, your PDFs, whatever it is that's on your website. Websites are for branding. We're kind of getting away from that. But I kind of use differently because I'm going for conversion. I'm not going for the branding part of it. I'm going for the conversion. So I use funnels and I use landing pages, things like that. Yes, I have a website, but it's just there to have a digital footprint, an online presence. I update it probably twice a month with information. I might put a blog on it or something. So I try to update it at least twice a month, but it's not my go-to thing. It's more of my landing pages and my funnels, and I constantly stay on that to make sure all the information stays relevant. Even with new information, maybe I might take an old video down and put a new one up. It just depends the situation. But website, maybe twice a month, maybe, if that. Probably one time a month, because like I said, a website is just for branding. That's all. It's just to give you an online presence, a digital footprint. But if you want to go for conversions, you got to get into funnels and landing pages because those convert. Put your name and email, you get this, you get that, you get contact. So I go for more of a landing page or a funnel. And I do that very often as well.
What service or product does your business provide?
The product or service that my business provide is marketing, advertising, and branding. Marketing, advertising, and branding. First, you need to be branded well. You got to have that digital footprint. So when people are looking for you, you're there. They go to Google, they search your business name or your name, you're there. You got to have that marketing footprint, that business footprint. So that digital footprint. So branding is what I specialize in, getting you into all the social medias, all the search directories, things of that nature like that. So branding is very important. And then I push over to the marketing. Who are you, what you do, and why should you buy from you, or whatever the case is that you have. So I push the marketing concept, the marketing portion of it, to let people know that there is a visibility, that you have a product, a good, or service, and it increases your visibility. brand it well, they know who you are, that you exist. We start marketing, people know that you exist. Then we push into the advertising. Now we go into the conversion portion of it. Like I was mentioning earlier about landing pages and funnels, that's the advertising. We're pushing that out to the public so you can have that visibility. So the service that I provide is branding, marketing, and advertising.
Simon, what are some of the ways you feel content can help your business grow?
Some of the ways I feel that content can help a business grow is your branding, your marketing, and your advertising. Very, very important. Content is everything. You got to be continuously keep it on the minds of your target audience, and you do that by having relevant content. And the best relevant content that you can have is video. Video was always going to be there. Think about it, look at it like this here. Whatever you post on Google, whatever you post, say on YouTube, it's going to be indexed in Google because they work together. Whatever you post on Facebook is going to be pulled over to Google. So content is so key, and the more content you keep pushing, the more you be indexed, the more you can become relevant, right? So content is a key. It is very key. Whether it's 30 short form content like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, things like that, Facebook Reels, to long form content like YouTube. You want to be strategically placed in all these locations. You know, a lot of people say that they don't do social media, right? But social media is where everyone is at. That's where the eyeballs are. If the eyeballs are there, you should be there, whether you like social media or not. That's where everybody's migrating. That's the time and age we in. Most of everybody is on their phone, they're scrolling. They're not even using computers like that. They're doing it on the phone because it's so powerful. So you have to have that type of content that exists to the audience that are looking. So content is very important, whether it's a picture or so, or a Facebook post, an Instagram post, a LinkedIn post, whatever the case, that content is relevant. Now, I really, since I am in the marketing and the videography, things like that, all that goes together, video, marketing, you know, they play a key part. It kind of intertwined. You got to have the video portion for the marketing and the branding and stuff like that. But video plays a big key. It's one of the most overlooked, underused pieces of content that you can do to increase your visibility today. Video is growing at an increasing rate. People are more intended to stop and watch a video than they are to sit there and read an Instagram post, this, whatever it is, a post. So video, that's how I'm using content. I use content through video. Like this right here, I use this is good content for marketing, branding, and advertising as well. So that's how I use content. That's what I think, yeah.
How do people usually find out about your company?
How do people usually find out about my company? Pretty easy. It's through my branding, my marketing, and my advertising. I really don't have to get out here and do word of mouth because I know where people are. I know where they are. I know what they're doing. They get up, they go to their 9 to 5, and most people are all on a computer, even at work. I'm there. When you're surfing the net, when you're not supposed to, and you're surfing the net, I'm there. I'm going to be there to have advertising somewhere, even if it's on Google. So most people find out about my company is through my marketing, my advertising, and my branding. Now, if I'm out and about, I may run into somebody and, you know, we're talking, but the majority of the time I don't have to do, I just create a lot of content, and I specifically focus my content on where I want it to be. So if I'm in a certain town or location and I want to get custom clients and customers from that location, then I specifically target that particular location. And they usually find me. And then once they do, you know, they click, you know, there's always a call to action. You gotta have a call to action. Whatever that call to action is, it goes to my landing page or my funnel. The information there is relevant to what they're looking for. They click, I got a contact. I immediately respond. We're on the phone, or we're sending an email or something. Phone, email, text, whatever the case is, whatever my call to action is. And that's how usually people find out about my my services. Now, when they have a good experience with that, then I ask them for a review. They leave me a review. Now I have another digital footprint that's in writing on how good the service was, or was it relevant to them. And majority of the time, they know somebody that needs that same particular type of service. So they do the marketing and advertising for me. My job is to get in front of them. So that's what I do. That's how people usually find out about it. Yeah, I got business cards, I got a website, but how many times have you given a business card and people are like, okay, I'll use it? But I'm strategic in that as well. I even put QR codes on my business card. Most of the time, it's just my name and a QR code. A lot of people are curious what's behind that QR code. They scan the QR code on my business card, it goes straight to my landing page. I have my information there, my information. My goal is to catch you on that. They're gonna click the button. They're gonna go into a funnel. They're already in the funnel. They're in the funnel. From there, I can start weeding out who I'm working with. And at the end of the funnel, if I get one person out of that, perfect, that's good. That one person that comes out that funnel, we do work, provide my service to them. They like it, they shoot me a review, we got it. They're gonna go tell somebody about it. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, I see your business increasing. What happened? Oh, you need to get with Simon Marketing Agency. They helped me with this, that, and the other. Next thing you know, I got somebody reaching out to me. So that's how I do it there.
I definitely like that. Well, what percentage of your marketing budget goes where?
The percentage of my marketing budget, it's a good question. Well, I am in marketing, so I do know how to market, but just because you're in marketing doesn't mean you know how, you're always good at marketing. There are, you gotta have help. You gotta have help. So the percentage of my marketing budget goes into my software, like my funnels, my landing pages, video production equipment, software, things like that, my editing, my conversions, upkeeps, monthly services for the things I use, like music and keeping the funnel updated, so the software, the service that handles that, so things like that. That's where 90% of my budget going is to upkeep of it. That's where 90% of my budget goes into the marketing, because I need those services. I need creative things. I have a lot of software that I use to continuously improve the business, because some of the software I use, even for backlinks, PR, press release writing, AI I have a whole bunch of AI, even for the people that I hire to do things for me, right? So, write this, write code, write SEO, ghostwrite, whatever the case is, that's where a lot of my stuff goes into right there.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah,
that was very informative.
I appreciate it. Hey, again, my name is Simon, owner operator of Simon Marketing Agency, and I've been your highlight spotlight for the day. Peace. Hey, before you go, if you like this video, you definitely need to come see the behind the scenes footage of what we got here. This video, the behind the scenes version of this here, the making of this video and all that stuff. Also on the inside, I have some exclusive content that's gonna help you, the entrepreneur, build, grow, and scale your business, take it to the next level. I teach you how to get more clients, get more customers, build your pipeline, increase your business, your bottom line, and all that stuff. I got all kind of content in there. But if you want to see more exclusive content, behind the scenes, unedited, and all that good stuff, and even learn something, then definitely click on the link in the description or in the bio, or wherever you see this at. Just click on that link, come on the inside, get the behind the scenes unedited version. And also I'm doing some teaching back there too. I'm definitely going to teach you some strategic marketing and business strategies that's going to help you. So I want to see you on the inside. Click the link below. Peace.